Hey, we're live.
Yes.
Thank you very much. What an absolute pleasure to have him with us. Mustafa. I have stay. He's actually in our offices in Barcelona. So thanks for visiting and doing this live transmission with us.
Thank you very much, Edwin. Thank you. Barcelona is a really nice city.
It was easy invite, right?
Yes, like Marrakesh.
Of course. I have no doubt there. So, Mustafa, now that we have you here and you're doing the minting of your digital asset live, I think we have to get to know you and then the company, of course. So let's start by making a quick introduction. So, can you please tell the audience, Mustafa, who is Mustafa?
Oh, Mustafa is a manager, and I manage since now 30 years the portfolio of some of my clients, and I have some clients since now 30 years, and they own Hydrogen shares.
Perfect.
So it is really something very interesting. And I came here in Barcelona to visit you and to tokenize the shares. And the idea of the tokenization is that, first of all, if you want to be shareholder of a big project, a trillion project, you need a lot of money. If you go for the private equity for project for natural hydrogen or for oil, whatever, you need millions.
Okay.
So, and if we go for the tokenization, the token you can buy your token for $50, $40. So the risk for you is limited. While you can be shareholder of the largest natural hydrogen field in the world.
Okay, if you put it like that, sounds very interesting, of course.
You see, and another story and another reason for the tokenization is that the big companies for oil and gas, they are not really ready to improve the climate. You know this. They don't care about the carbon less whatever. They are in the business to make money.
Absolutely.
So this is a real issue because we think that these big companies they can be involved, to improve the climate. Wrong. So we have to go and to see the people and to talk to the people to tell them, come invest in something that can save the planet.
I
And
like the approach. Definitely. It's very world caring, something that we're lacking nowadays with the big companies doing profit. So it comes with the hydrogen energy and the possibility to invest in this renewable energy to
exactly,
secure a position for the world of tomorrow.
exactly. And I have some subscribers, my followers. They follow me since years, and some of them they are surprised that I support officially this project. Wow. Yeah, but for me, it's the best trade of my life.
Perfect.
Yes, and I invited them to come, the board.
All right. So I have a question here for you.
Yes,
You're sharing with your community your best trade.
exactly.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is the best trade of my life. And I recommend them, once they will own this token, to keep this token because they can have dividend and the price, we can never know at which level this token will fly. We can never know.
Of course.
What I am sure is that today, everybody, friends in Germany, they are talking about hydrogen. But industrial hydrogen. And industrial hydrogen is not good for the planet because for 1 kilo of industrial hydrogen, you are sending 15 kilo of carbon. So we cannot say that it is green.
No, you cannot.
It is not green hydrogen. And the natural hydrogen, as I showed you when I came here, natural hydrogen is available worldwide. You can go in Australia, in Mexico, in your country. Eh? I introduce you, my friend, Edwin,
Thank you.
he's from Mexico and he's the CEO of Hydrokken.
Thank you for that. Yes, a lot of people don't know I'm Mexican, but thanks for
Yes.
that. Amazing.
And I will talk after in French and وغادي نهضر حتى بالعربيه من بعد ولكن دابا تنتكلم مع الناس اللي تنخمم في العالم خصني نهضر بالانجلي حتى في المغرب خصنا نقراو بالانجلي ما بقاتش الفرنساويه. So this is my argument why I go for tokenization.
All right. So we're talking about token and the crypto markets and everything, but here we're talking about tokenization, something that is backed, right?
Yes.
Could you care explaining to them what is this project different and why wouldn't we fall into that category, and for them to know that here there's actually value embedded into that technology?
Yes, this is something I like your question, my friend, because Hydrokken is a token backed by the share of Hydroma. It's not something people they have to understand that the crypto is not token. We are not talking about crypto market. We are talking about token market. And this token that we are talking about and we are launching in Hydrokken platform is backed by the share of Hydroma, and Hydroma is Canadian company leading in the world for producing, extracting natural hydrogen. Not only in one country, but they signed with more than 15 countries in the world. So we are talking really about becoming shareholder of the leading company in the natural hydrogen in the world.
I agree. So I saw a question in the comments, and is what is tokenization? Tokenization is when you digitize, that means create the digital format of something that is real world assets. So here the shares, what we're doing is digitizing them so it can be broken down in equal parts, and then you reduce the entry barrier. As he was saying, maybe becoming a shareholder of Hydrokken, the company, the Canadian company, it's millions to enter. But here, through tokenization, with few dollars, you can enter and become, like he said, a shareholder, an owner of the future of the hydrogen market.
Exactly. Yes, and we can tokenize also lands. You know, in Morocco, in my country, there is a lot of lands, and people, it is real business, huge business for land. Also in Saudi Arabia, you know.
Of course.
Okay, and we can tokenize the land. We can tokenize shares, but we can tokenize bonds also.
Absolutely.
So it is the future. Why I came here in Barcelona to see you guys? Because after my research, I found that what you did has a future. Your company will be, in my opinion, the leading tokenization platform for the next years.
Thank you very much for that
Yes.
appreciation.
I see what you are doing. You have the KYC doing like that. You have, you know, the system is fantastic to allow people, to your investor, and I hope you will see how it works for my followers. But the tokenization is the future of holding any asset in the world.
Absolutely.
I think that the tokenization will erase from the planet the stock marketplaces like New York, London. We will not need at all to go for a broker to buy a stock. We go only in the blockchain, we click and we can buy any stock in the world. This is the future.
I agree. And I'm going to add to that idea. One of the most interesting things for me, why I created, is ownership. Because you own the shares and it's in your wallet, it's in your storage. So there's no intermediary. And here is a connection between the issuer, like you yourself are doing right now, and the investor. So that's a connection without intermediaries. And it's something that erases a lot of the problems and pains and fees from current financial markets. So in reality, what we're doing is optimizing.
Exactly. I think the tokenization, to bring the tokenization in the new market, natural hydrogen, is a fantastic combination.
I agree. For your foreign, that maybe English could be a problem. Why don't you come tell them what is the company with the hydrogen, the market cap, maybe in French or in Arabic, as you prefer.
Yes, je peux parler en français pour dire qu'en fait, la compagnie en question, la compagnie canadienne, Hydrokken, a une valorisation qui est bien supérieure à 10 milliards de dollars en réalité. Et je suis venu ici pour, en fait, tokeniser mes propres actions sur ce marché-là, pour montrer que c'est tout à fait possible de réussir à lever des fonds et à inviter, en fait, des investisseurs qui n'ont pas forcément des moyens colossaux, mais qui seront heureux de participer à la fois à un événement écologique extraordinaire, puisqu'on sait que l'hydrogène naturel, c'est l'avenir de l'énergie, de la transition énergétique. Tout le monde le sait, sauf ceux qui veulent fermer les yeux et rester à croire qu'on peut toujours utiliser les énergies fossiles qui sont vouées à disparaître. Alors que l'énergie de l'hydrogène naturel, elle est renouvelable et elle est propre. Donc, nous allons avoir affaire à l'hydrogène naturel sur les 500 prochaines années. I'm saying
Yes.
that
Understood.
you understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Mon
So,
français est un peu mal, mais je l'ai peu compris. That's what I
Okay.
learned in Mexico. That's basically it.
so we are here to invite you to come and to think, okay, you will invest something not too much, but you will be in the team and you will be at the board for this natural hydrogen adventure, you know.
I'm very interested about the sector because obviously here, Europe, since we don't hear that much about hydrogen natural. We hear more about the process one or renewable energies doing with electricity.
Exactly.
Why would you say that is it because it's hard? It's you need a lot of expertise to be able to process hydrogen natural. Why is it that it's still not here booming in Europe? What would you consider?
First, to answer this question, I want to tell you that when I went in the COP 25, 26, 2, 3, 5, 6, all the COP, when I was in this event, I was surprised twice. First, the professional in the hydrogen business, in the energy, they were surprised when I talk about natural hydrogen. I was surprised. He was surprised. He did, oh, no, it doesn't exist. This is one. So I was really surprised. And second, when I talk to the big guys in the, I cannot say the name, but the big guys, you know, in the oil, in the gas, and I show them the report, I show them everything. They said, we can buy, but we will put the foot on it for the next 30 years.
Okay,
They don't care about the climate.
I do agree.
You see, and people, they have to know this because we do a lot of event forums, congress to talk about environment, ecology, etc. And you see them, they are the first one. We are here, yes, we should do. But they don't care. So you, me, our community, we should make a team and we will invest and we will become shareholder of the natural hydrogen business.
I like it. It's a huge welcome, right? Because that's a huge possibility. Because, like I said, up till a couple days ago, well, weeks since I met you, I was completely ignorant on the natural hydrogen, and then you see all the potential, and you see how much it can grow. Because in the end, renewable energies, sometimes what they push into the market entirely is not clean energy. Even batteries, the process of creating a battery, there's a lot of CO2, and it's very interesting here the approach that you're blending technology such as tokenization, which opens the opportunity
Yes.
with completely clean energy. So a white nice journey, I would say.
Yes, yeah, I'm happy to introduce this opportunity to my community. And in some countries, the natural hydrogen is here. You have just to take it. You don't. When you produce the hydrogen, it is costly first, and you send the carbon so the planet will refuse definitely this commodity. And I came to my country, my own country, and I said in the TV, I told why we will produce industrially something that we can have naturally.
I agree. So, for your Arab community, why don't we go and explain a little bit more as to when did your journey started with this company and how you became to become one of the persons of interest of this company?
يس نهضر بالعربيه دابا باش نتكلم معكم. اولا هذا المشروع هذا ايفيدامون ماشي ديال المغاربه اللي ساكنين في المغرب، حيت ما عندهمش الحق باش يساهموا في هذا المشروع. حيت ولكن المغاربه اللي كاينين في فرنسا وكاينين في الخارج وكاينين في الامريكان عندهم الحق باش يساهموا في هذا المشروع هذا. انا علاش جيت لهنا؟ باش ندير ان توكن، ماشي كريبتو الناس يتسحبوا كريبتو وجالسين لا، هذا سي ان توكن اللي تعطيك الحق باش عندك الحق الميم حق كو لا شريتي لاكسيون سهم ديال هيدروما الشركه كنديان. والثمن ديال هذه الشركه هذه بدا تيطلع دابا. علاش؟ حيت عرفنا، حيت دابا كاين فرح بان راه كاين توكنيزاسيون جايه. دونك انا اعتنعت على المغاربه اللي كاينين في الخارج باش يدخلوا معايا، يطلعوا معايا في هذا الباطو، وانا غادي نكون الكوموندون ديال هذا الباطو ان شاء الله الرحمن الرحيم. تنوصلوا على خير وبخير، وتنعرض على السواعده، حيت السعوديين عندهم واحد الرغبه على الهيدروجين، ولكن ما خموش في هذه القضيه ديال الهيدروجين الطبيعي. تيحطوا 8 مليار ديال الدولار باش يديروا الهيدروجين اصطناعي، وقدوا يدخلوا في هذا المشروع هذا ساهل، ويكونوا من الاولين في العالم ديال هذا الهيدروجين الطبيعي. والعربيه عندي شويه صعيبه، ولكن ما عندي كي ندير باش نفسرها لكم. انا دابا جربت كيفاش نفسر لكم هادشي.
Sorry, but I did not understand, so I have to go back to the other question. No, but I think you brought us a lot of valuable information. So why don't we bring now the valuable opportunity by creating what is the digital asset of the shares that you are providing opportunity to your community to be able to invest. Now I have to do a disclaimer. We're not doing any financial advice. This is just a live broadcast of the creation of the digital asset, which is going to represent the shares of the company. But for that, why don't we do the live issuance?
Yes.
All right. So while we do this, I can still because let me move a little bit because yeah, there we go. I have disappeared. A little bit more on your journey. So you went from various business in the bank to natural energy, and now you enter into the tokenization.
Yeah.
How that journey came to be, because you went from a lot of different process to end up in the same seat as me who have into tokenization, right? So I'm very interested in that.
Yes, we are now live creating the token of Hydrokken.
That's an amazing thing.
And I am really happy and proud because who is managing this is my own son.
Oh.
He is behind. Who is your team?
Perfect. Family.
So it's fantastic, and I think that we are shaping the history, with this. Because once the people, they will understand the power of tokenization and the power of the natural hydrogen, it is better than anything.
I agree. Can we do a small recap for people who are entering now as to what is the name of the company, what is the market cap, and what is the opportunity being arise here, please?
Yes. Ok, Okay, we are tokenizing the shares of a Canadian company. The name is Hydrokken, and this company is involved in green hydrogen and also in natural hydrogen worldwide. They have more than 15 years advance it means that this company invested in research and development for the natural hydrogen since now 20 years. So that's why we went in your country, my friend, and we will produce in your country natural hydrogen, and Canada also, Australia. You know, you should see that in France, they found huge field of natural hydrogen.
Amazing.
And now they say, oh, yes, it is existing. Because the most difficult thing that I have to fight against is to convince people that natural hydrogen doesn't exist. No, they don't want. It's strange. This is really something we have to see why. Because natural hydrogen is natural.
Absolutely.
You know, you will pay nothing, almost nothing. One thing that I want to tell you and to my followers, with the natural hydrogen, you can produce electricity, you can produce power for the cars, okay, and you can produce fertilizer without carbon.
Very interesting.
So with natural hydrogen, we clean the planet. So what we are waiting for? What?
I heard stats on the company, I think the company measured that they are in 15 countries already.
Yes.
That's a lot of presence already worldwide. So it's not just a Canadian company, they have business all around the world.
Yes, they diversify. You know, they are in Africa, they are going in everywhere. So because they have the target to become really leading natural hydrogen producer in the world.
So the goal is to become the best producer of natural hydrogen in the
Yes,
world.
exactly.
That's a big, that's kind of like Bricken, best tokenizing platform in the world.
Yes, yes.
Amazing. Okay, so that's very interesting. Maybe we can do a question for your French audience.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit of the recap, just so they are aware of what is the opportunity here, what is the process that we're creating, and obviously, what are you offering to your community?
I am offering to my community, je vais parler en français.
Yeah,
J'offre à ma communauté la possibilité d'acheter le token. On va le faire en pre-sale à partir du 17 novembre. Vous avez à partir de 30 jours. Et le lancement du pre-sale, ça va être le 17 novembre. Et le pre-sale sera à 26 €. Et vous aurez 5 jours. Et après, le pre-sale, le prix sera de 29 €. Sachant que le prix officiel de l'action Hydrokken à ce jour est de 32 €. Donc, c'est un bon prix pour mes abonnés, c'est un très bon prix pour ceux qui vont découvrir la puissance d'un token. I'm saying that from today and 30 years after, we will launch the pre-sale.
perfect.
And the pre-sale will be at the price of 26 €.
Okay, perfect.
And the maximum token that the people can buy in this pre-sale is 100,000 tokens, limited to this. And after the period of the pre-sale, which will be 5 days, the price will be 29 €.
Okay, so you are gonna benefit early persons who jump into the project and
Yes.
then grow with the different stages.
Yes, yes. So the people, they can immediately realize that, wow, it is something, they will have 20%.
Of course, that's already a big percent.
Yes. And
But-
then this is the idea.
If in the current market, what is the average price of the share?
The share is officially listed in telecourse, 6 telecourse it is the Swiss network for the banks. The price is 46 Canadian dollar.
So that's a
Today.
big difference already.
Yes. So officially, we know that it is almost 32 euro. So, and of course, with the tokenization, I am expecting that in the next months, the token will be higher than the share. Why? Because of the liquidity, because of the advantage of the blockchain, and because of there is so much, a lot of reason to think that for the next month, the price of the token will be higher than the price of the share.
Well, I'm hoping that happens for the sake of everyone. You just, I mean, I'm excited. What can I say? Like, I'm already gonna call my broker. I'll be like, cut. Oh, amazing!
Okay.
It's a great opportunity. I like. I gotta say personally, obviously, a founder of Bricken, kind of like we always think about democratization, right?
Yes.
And we have been tokenizing certain projects that got funded and whatnot. But I do think this is the first one that we're doing on renewable energies,
Yes.
but also kind of like really providing an opportunity that it's very closed.
Yes.
Because, for example, if there's not a stock market or I don't have access to the broker or telcos, I wouldn't even know how to access this opportunity. So one of the things that we set out to do when we created Bricken was kind of like break that barrier, but allow myself retail to even try to invest in projects that if I didn't have the network or the right phone on my mobile, I wouldn't be able to. So I'm very proud that you have chosen us because it kind of like believes in the same ethos that we believe in Bricken. So thank you for that, Mustafa. All right, should we go and answer some questions from our community? We're gonna.
Yes. Okay. What is the reason question is about the you see here about the market that I am targeting. For the market, for me, the optimal market for this is the MENA region, Saudi market, Abu Dhabi, Emirati market, Qatar, etc. Why? Because the young people in the Saudi Arabia, they understand what is tokenization. They like it. And they know that hydrogen is the future.
I agree.
The government of Saudi Arabia is aware about the power of the tokenization and they are looking for the hydrogen. So I think that I will translate this
Please, no,
in
that's super
Arabic.
important. You said
I will translate what we are saying now in Arabic and I will send to my friends in Saudi Arabia and in Dubai, etc. Because the future in this region, because they know that they are using fossils, okay, energy. But they want now
of
to
course.
be in the clean and renewable energy. So you have to prepare yourself to come with me in the MENA region.
I had the pleasure, but not Saudi Arabia, just UAE.
Okay?
But I do want to go to Saudi Arabia because over there innovation it's booming. They really thriving to make Saudi Arabia the world power, and it's interesting to see how market dominations are changing. So I think what I would like to ask, somebody was asking, and I think it's a very fair question from Pietro Villani, and it's talking about the financials because I read your white paper talking about the company, and that's how the valuation. Can you tell us a bit how that process of the valuation came to be
Evaluation of?
of the token?
Yes, it's, the token is backed by a share. And this share, the value of this share is 32 euro. So we made the contract, and as you will see, that if you own more than 100,000 token, you can ask for physical delivery of your hydrogen share.
That's amazing.
So this is a guarantee. You are not buying something backed by nothing.
No, absolutely. If I can request the share, that's a big change.
You are buying really derivative. The derivative of the hydrogen share, and once, if, for example, you are big investor or you are energy fund, if you buy for 10 million or 20 million dollar, you can ask for the physical delivery and you are shareholder in the company.
That's impressive. We're not used to that. Gonna keep a quick recap here because there's something that you're saying. For example, when you go and buy in the public markets, you sometimes buy through brokers. So you
Yes,
have different platforms: United States, Robinhood, Europe, the Giro, and other countries, obviously. But you really don't own the shares.
exactly.
And having them just saying like, "Hey, Robinhood, can you send me my shares?" They'll be like, uh, first of all, why, how, and then they will give you to all this process that is almost undoable. You cannot, or with best of luck, maybe you can. So here it's actually a paradigm change. It's like I'm giving you the receipt of the shares, but you can always call for that, and I'll send it to you. That's already ownership.
And you know something that you don't know, I will tell you now.
Okay.
This deal is Sharia compliant. Why?
Okay, interesting.
Yes, why? Because if you have $100, you will buy for $100. There is no leverage
Okay.
because the Islamic finance doesn't accept at all the leverage.
Yeah.
But you know, in Nasdaq, you can have $1,000 and you will buy for 20,000 shares. You see? So here, there is no leverage and there is no interest rate.
Perfect.
You buy and you will never have interest rate. What you will have, and it is Sharia compliant, is the dividend, the benefit. Because every year, Hydroma will distribute the dividend among all the shareholders. If you keep your token, you will receive the dividend of the company.
Absolutely.
So this is really something that I want to explain and
Okay, I
to
think you
my
should explain
community.
this to your area community because obviously the term that you use and being compliant, it's super interesting for them.
يس دابا حتى تشريو هاد التوكن تشريوه ما فيش قبول شارع. علاش؟ حيت الا كانت عندك 100 تشري ب 100، لا كان عندك 1000 تشري ب 1000. ماشي كي بحال الفوركس ولا كي بحال الناسداك ولا تكون عندك 1000 تشري ب 20000. ما كاينش هذه القضيه ديال الليفريج ديال تشري قدر اكثر من داك الشيء اللي عندك. هذه اولا. ثانيا ما كايناش ربا هنا، ربا ما كايناش. لاحظتي الا شريتي التوكن ما تتزادش عليه وما تطلقش عليه الربا. حاجه وحده اللي تتزاد عليه هو الارباح ديال هذه الشركه هذه. محدك انت وانت عندك اسهم في جيبك، كل عام الشركه تتصيفط لك الارباح ديالك اللي عندك فيهم الحق. لا كانوا عندك 1000 100000 ديال التوكن. هادشي اللي كاين.
Amazing. What a journey. What a journey. So I guess I would like to ask a couple of maybe two last three questions, but
Yeah.
let's give them a. Please do your research about investing. Absolutely, always do your due diligence. When he puts up the offer of of the token, you will see all the information, the white paper, prepare the financial statements, so you understand where you invest in, and obviously all the legal compliance. And that's kind of like what you have to do nowadays. So this is kind of like a paradigm with some certain crypto assets where there was nothing. Here it's not the crypto asset you're creating, it's just the digitization of the shares. So
Exactly.
you do have access to owning the shares, and they are the request. So I just wanted to build on that. Is a token like an NFT? Not necessarily. It's a different category, not an NFT. It's shares. We call it. Let's call it the token share or digital share. This is what you guys are acquiring. So there you go.
I have a question for you.
Oh, okay, please.
One investor, he said, how can I invest in this business?
Absolutely. So the process is going to be super simple. You will have your own website where any third party in potential investor can go review the project, the format, and everything they want regarding the investment. They register in the platform, and then they have to pass a KYC, which is you will have that information for you to decide if they can enter the investment or not, because in the end you are selling the shares. So it's also in your importance for you to decide who can enter and what not. Once he accepts, then the investor will be able to jump in and with a few clicks make an investment. When the investment is received, in you will receive the shares afterwards. Basically, we're talking about easiness, and I do believe we did a great work here to make things simple.
Is it? Yes, yes. Yes, so I think that it is not difficult to invest in this token. The people, they can come in the platform, they can open the account, they can open a wallet, and they can invest to buy the token. The token is listed, and they can manage if they want to sell it or they want to manage, etc. So Bricken is in reality a platform to allow us and the investors to buy the token, to manage, to sell the token. So it's perfect for them. It's a tool for them to hold also the token.
It is because somebody is asking, by owning the shares, by owning the tokens, we own the shares. The answer is yes, absolutely.
Yes, exactly.
And regarding the next one, which is compliant, are you regulated by an authority? Just have to ask a disclaimer here. Bricken is not a financial authority. We're just a tech provider. We don't need a license for providing the tech for the issuance of digital assets. And on Mustafa's side, he already had a legal opinion as to how to issue the tokens. All of this is embedded in a platform. You can review, and basically, we are dealing with private markets because he's obviously passing the KYC, accepting or rejecting. So he has the decision making to decide who can invest, when they can invest, and how much, because he can even say maybe not that amount or not. So he has full control of who he wants to distribute the shares. So we have a product that is legal compliant, can work across jurisdictions, and basically in an open opportunity for people to jump in natural energy and natural hydrogen.
Yes, I want to explain to people how I did this, because some of them, they can have the idea to tokenize something and they will knock the door in Barcelona. Okay? You have to know that it took me 8 months to have legal opinion.
It did.
Because once I have the legal opinion, I come in Bricken. Bricken is fast. We can do all the KYC, everything, but to have the legal opinion is a headache. It took me a lot. Why? Because we have to find the lawyers. They will check everything. Really, I am shareholder of 500K, and really I can do this, and really this, and they check everything. Then they can give me green light to go for tokenization.
Yes.
And once I have this paper, I came to see Bricken. Without this paper, you don't have the green light. So in reality, the platform, when you will come and you have everything, it will be fast. But to have the legal opinion, this is something not easy.
Well, I mean, I agree that could be easier, but it is good that it was not easy, because that means you're not trying to do something, kind of like this is what happened in some spaces, that it was fast access and then certain bad situations happen. But here it took you 8 months to bring this opportunity to the market after speaking to so many lawyers.
Yes.
I was engaged in a couple of the emails that you were saying, and I was like, it could be easier, but there's nervousness obviously always in new technologies being used.
Yes.
So maybe we can relate about natural hydrogen. I believe, or I don't know, I don't know anything, but must be really hard to get those licenses to be able to exploit the land to obtain the natural hydrogen, and that's very complicated. But obviously, the things that are complicated are usually the most profitable, or so they say.
Yes. So maybe the word of the end. I want to say that what I try to do today is just to start a road and to show to the big shareholders of Hydroma that tokenization is the future for them.
I agree.
This is what I'm doing. Why I came with my own shares to tokenize, because I'm 100% sure that it will be successful. And then I will bring the other shareholders to tokenize, because some of them, they don't know what is tokenization, and they are, so if I show them, they will come. And if they come, then people in the planet, they will understand in reality what is tokenization, the future of the tokenization.
So to finalize, I think maybe you can have you had your last or some ending words with English. I think you should say goodbye to your community in the
Yeah.
other languages.
Ok, je vais vous dire, je vais vous dire le mot de la fin en français et puis en arabe. Je vous remercie d'assister à ce lancement, hein, du token dans la plateforme Bricken. Et donc, vous allez avoir la possibilité de l'acheter à temps, si vous le souhaitez, parce qu'ensuite, moi, je pense qu'il va s'envoler. Et je vous dis à très vite, hein, Inch'Allah. C'est à vous de voir, mais il faut prendre la décision rapidement, parce que une fois que ce live sera traduit en arabe et envoyé au Moyen-Orient, je pense qu'il n'y aura plus de token disponible. Bon, en arabe, non, in English, in Arabic. بغيت نقول لكم بان انا عندي واحد فكره بان هذا الشيء اللي تنديروا دابا غادي نترجموا بالعربيه. بغيت العرب ديالنا هما اللي يدخلوا في هذا المشروع. العرب ديالنا هما اللي خاصهم يهزوا هذا المشروع في يديهم. علاش؟ حيت انا عربي، انا مسلم، تو سامبلومون، سي سامبل. دونك لا كانوا الناس بغاو يدخلوا في هذا المشروع في السعوديه، في الكويت، في المغرب، علاش لا؟ يدخلوا وان شاء الله الرحمن الرحيم غادي يفهموا علاش توكنيزيشن مهمه بزاف. And finally, you have to understand, from now we are in the process for 30 days to launch the pre-sale.
Perfect.
So, but think about it and book, for the hotel. Once you have fantastic hotel, you have to book, because even the pre-sale will be launched in 30 days. Maybe you will not find your token, because the token in the pre-sale, they are limited to 100,000 token.
All right. So during the next 30 days, we'll do a combined effort to start introducing everyone into the project for them to understand. So we will having this will not be the next interview. I'll study everything on natural hydrogen. I'll come here like a scientist. I'll be like, so what is the process? Just to make it more amicable. But obviously, I would like to thank you again for choosing Bricken as your tokenization provider. And in 30 days, obviously today and during the next couple of days, we'll start supplying more information. And when the offer is ready to go, you guys can start onboarding to be able to have the opportunity of becoming a shareholder of. Can you finish with the company's name and status? Of course, it's yours. It's yours.
Yes. Before to finish everything, I have to say something, that I came here and I was surprised to find a team of Bricken. They are all young, but all they are at the highest level. All. There are more than 10, and each one is skilled at the highest level. You will be surprised, I tell you. I came here just by instinct. I didn't know really, but now I am here. I met the team. This team will go far. I am thinking how to be inside this, and you will see. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you very much. Merci de votre patience. Écoutez, vous pouvez nous poser toutes les questions que vous voulez. Vous pouvez venir à Barcelone. Invite them to come in Barcelona.
It's an easy invite. It's Barcelona.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much to everybody. And Mustafa, what an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much.